Hey there guys, my name is Marcus, and in this video I'm going to review Wrike. In this video I'm going to focus on Walktrough, top features, pros and cons of Wrike, and also what kind of alternatives there are comparing to Wrike. Now, Wrike is an amazing tool, but it got some disadvantages that I personally see, and I'm really excited to talk to you about it. Now, of course, I would recommend using Wrike. It's not a bad program, it's a good tool that you can use. But there are some things, like the first thing I'm going to talk to you about is a learning curve. In the moment when you would enter Wrike, you can get a little bit lost in it. So yes, you got templates, but there are like the thing that, okay, I can add a space, which can be, let's say, create a blank and enter space name, and can be YouTube channel, right? Create. Okay, and now here we are in my YouTube channel, but you don't really understand what just happened, right? So, okay, I have a space YouTube channel. Here, I can click, I have the tools and projects and folders, but you know, some people don't even understand, like, why we have tools here and what does it mean? So here, when you would enter Wrike, you're gonna have tools and then project and folders. In project and folders, like if you never used a project management before, this can get a little bit overwhelming. So project name can be, I don't know, name of the YouTube channel. So I can get business guide, right? I can add a start date, finish date, project owner, and default view, and then I can just create. Now, in the moment when you have the business guide here, what you can do is to simply click plus here and add a new one. Or I can click here and add an item. So item, the title, can be YouTube video. And here we are. But again, maybe you will get lost in it because you don't understand what it means. And this is what it takes. Like when I'm like clicking here, possibly you won't understand everything what is happening. So, and that's the first disadvantage I personally see, that the learning curve is a little bit higher if you never used project management. Like I know project management tools, all of them, and I wouldn't get lost in it. But I personally think that if you're using it first time, it can get overwhelming. So right now you see that we have the business guide that we created. That's the name of the project. And then you have a YouTube video, which is a task, let's say, right? Here I can add a new item, which can be YouTube marketing video. And under that, like, let's say what you can do, like how you can add subtasks. To add a sub item, you need to click here, right click, and add a sub item. Let's say YouTube description. And voila. But again, it can get a little bit overwhelming to understand it. So this is how pretty much it works, how you can add a task. You can, of course, like click here on the view details, and you see the set date, approvals, subtasks, attach file, dependencies, and that's what you can do. Now, this is the first thing. Other than that, it's really effective. What I like about this is that you're gonna have like all the views here as a Gantt chart, resources, files, stream, time log, analytics, board. But again, it's not that complex comparing to Monday.com or ClickUp. Like ClickUp and Monday.com got many more views comparing to these, but maybe these are going to be enough for you. My recommendation, you will have a link down below in the description. You can test it out by yourself using Wrike. So when we go even further, I want to show you the columns. So when I click here on the right side, I'm gonna see like progress, importance, status group, item type, time spent, create date, predecessors, offer, ID, completed date. I can even create a new field here. And you can choose here. So if you want to choose a new field, you're gonna have a number, currency, percentage, single select, multi-select. So they got everything covered in the field menu, what you can actually add. So in that regard, also this is a really good feature of what you can add, and I like this. Comparing to Asana, Wrike is winning, I personally think. Yes, Asana is simpler to understand, but Wrike, when we just compare the columns, the fields, it's much more better. So that's the feature. This is the feature that I really like, is that effectivity of adding columns. Now, there is also one thing that I wanted to mention before we continue, is that sometimes it's really slow. Sometimes it's lagging, and when you're gonna have a lot of stuff here, it can get overwhelming. So that's something to think about, right? You can of course create a new view, and you would find it all here. So that's another thing what I wanted to talk to you about. The pros, like it's good for project management, workload assessment, reporting. You can easily have tools here. I can click here and click report. And now you have plenty of options of types. Unassigned tasks, overdue task by assignee, project this month, unassigned tasks, time spent this week. You can easily create and like play around it. You can easily create a dashboard. So reporting is great here. Dashboard, you can add a dashboard name. And guys, if you already tried Wrike, let me down below in the comments what do you think about this tool. What are some benefits, what are some negatives that you personally see, and I'll be really happy to hear your personal thoughts on this. So that's pretty much it. And Wrike is cool program, good tool. Now when I look also on the pricing plans, really great way that they got a free account. That's a huge plus. You can have the professional, business. Definitely check if you need, let's say you don't have custom fields, right? So custom fields you have in business. Custom workflows, maybe you will need them, and again you have it in business. Time tracking and timesheet, again business. So a lot of stuff are already in business. Maybe the professional is not going to be enough for you, but for example, this is like where the ClickUp is winning, because most of the things you will have in a professional. In a ClickUp pricing plan for $10, you're gonna get more things comparing to professional on Wrike. So that's just like my opinion on it. And I'm not paid by ClickUp in any means necessary, but that's like my thoughts. Again, Monday.com, maybe you won't like it that much, but you can check it out too. You got then Asana, and then another really interesting competition, the alternative that you can use is Smartsheet. Smartsheet, it's great too for like project management and what you can do here. So definitely check the Smartsheet one if you're deciding what to use. And that's pretty much it. So let me know in the comments, what do you think about Wrike by yourself? In my perspective, it's robust, it's good, sometimes it's slow, the learning curve is higher, but if you're gonna choose Wrike, you're not going to make a mistake. I personally believe in that. It's not a bad choice. So thank you very much guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you're going to have a great day, and you know how it goes. Thank you and goodbye. See ya.